Hi there, fight fans. Fight Talk UK back on another one. So, yeah, I'm just want to talk about Tank Davis's career here. He's talking about retirement after fighting Jake Paul, and to me, he's not done a lot in the fight game. He's not fought anybody. He's not fought any other killers. He's only fought people that were like either past their best or they were trying to come up themselves. Like case in point, Frank Martin. With that fight at the beginning, Frank Martin was lighting Tank up, and then Tank got to him. I think Tank hasn't really fought anybody. Like who has he really fought? He fought Warley Romero. He's fought Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz is former world champion. Romero now current world champion. So that kind of looks well for him in a way. Ryan Garcia, when weight drained him as well. Then you have, we found Gumbo past his best, Santa Cruz past his best. His resume is doesn't really hold up, and he avoided Lemachenko like the plague. And I just feel he don't care about his legacy. I think he don't care about legacy because he hasn't fought anybody. He tried to make out that that is some kind of fighter, but then why don't you prove yourself and fight someone that's people want to see you fight, like Shakur Stevenson? He has no problem dissing Shakur Stevenson and saying it's poor performances and whatnot. Fight him then. If he's that poor, fight him then. Prove that he's not as good as people say he is. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can't go around saying that this guy's not good and that guy's not good or whatever, when in actual fact you don't fight no one like that. Why don't you try and fight someone for legacy? He's picking and choosing fights. Like instead of avenging his draw with Lamont Roach, he's fighting Jake Paul. That's basically a money grab. So for me, it's a money grab fight. He wants to get the most money he can. Just say you want to fight for the most money. You want a prize fight. Yes, just like that. Just make out that take that as your strategy and what you do in terms of boxing. But don't act like you're a fierce world champion and all the other guys are beneath you, because they're not. Because you're not fighting them. You're not even trying to fight Teofimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson. I'm trying to fight any of those guys. Even Devin Haney say, you beat him up in sparring, but then fight him in a real match where it counts. Knock him out if that's the case. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and then you fought about Garcia, weight drained him and put him at catch weight and a rehydration clause. Like you didn't fight Ryan Garcia at 140. That's what I mean. Like, and even when you fought Isaac Cruz, you didn't want to it was a close fight. You didn't want to have a rematch with him either. You didn't want no part of him. So for me, I think just say who you are and just say, instead of trying to fool the people and trying to say, oh, this and that, and you had enough and whatever. Why don't you just fight the people that people are telling you to fight or asking you to fight? The fans want to see you fight. The fans want to see you fight. The people that are fans of you and want to see you fight, these people knock them out, but you're not doing it. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're not doing it. So, I think Tank should just retire. He's gonna retire after this. He says he's gonna retire after this fight. I just think, if he retire, stay retired. Don't think about coming back and fight some next person, some no-name person. He didn't even try and fight you rematch with Lamont Roach. So don't think about coming back. Once you retire, stay retired. Leave boxing. Cash out right now and leave boxing, because you're not a real champion. You're not someone who youngsters should look to as a champion and as an example to. You got too many things that go on outside of boxing for that match as well, for that moment, for that matter as well. So for me, I don't actually agree with anything Tank does now. Like, I used to really thank Tank. Yeah, I think Tank's very good at watching. When I fought him, when I watched him fight Leo Santa Cruz, don't get me wrong, Santa Cruz was perhaps his best, but I watched what he was doing there, the strategy he was using, the things he was doing, and his corner was giving him advice, and he's saying, nah, look, it's gonna come, and when he knocked him out with that uppercut, he had done that the previous round, but then he didn't line it up properly, and he missed, and he doesn't set, so he set it up the same way. And I like the way he set things up. I like the way he set things up for the finish and for the knockout. I like that way. Even when he would do it with Rolly, I watched it. I like the way he did it. So I thought, okay, cool. Now have a big fight, bro. Let's have a big fight. Let's have a big fight instead of having these these weight clashes, weight drain people like Ryan Garcia and doing all that. I don't respect that. I think Tank should just retire now. And not come back to the sport. I think if you say you're gonna retire from this after this fight, then retire and don't come back to the sport, because we all know what you're about. You're about money. You're not about legacy. So, like, yeah, I understand as a fighter you want to make as much money as possible. Cool, do that, but you still can do that while fighting good competition. There's no reason why you can't do that. For me, you know, it just brought boxing into disrepute. Like he messed about with that, with boxing and messed about for too long. Avoided Lomachenko like the plague. Kept avoiding him. Kept saying he's better than him, but he's avoiding him. That makes no sense. If you think you're better than somebody, but you're avoiding the fighter, it doesn't make sense to me. If I think I'm better than somebody, I'm gonna prove that in the ring. I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh yeah, it's, you know, I'm telling you I beat him, blah blah blah. No, you're not proving nothing. So for me, I just think Tank should just stay retired. If he retires after this, stay retired. If you try and fight on, you need to make sure that he's fighting someone of note. One of the killers of division of 135 or 140. You need to fight someone of note, and you can't just be trying to pass off these other obscure fighters and because they're undefeated and blah blah blah. When he fought the Hector Garcia guy, before he fought Ryan Garcia, that there he tried to pull the world of people's eyes with that one too. Like, nah man, like if you're gonna fight properly. I think he needs to understand that, you know, this is what the fans want, and I'm personally a fan of boxing, and I'm just fed up of people like him taking the mick and mocking the sport of boxing. Like we need less people mocking the sport of boxing, and you know, because some people mock it already because of the misfits thing, and then when you got like actual pro boxers jumping onto misfits things with Jake Paul, what do you think people are going to think about the sport? You know what I mean? So you're doing more damage than good. So my thing is, if you're gonna retire, stay retired. I'm out of here. Peace.